Are single prize Pokemon back? Well, I mean, maybe one of them. Hey everybody, Nick from 9Card TCG, and today we're going to be looking at a single prize Obstagoon deck from the new Fusion Strike set. This list is brought to us by Jake Gearhart. If you're not familiar with Jake is the creator of the PokeGear app, which is a really cool app that lets you, build your deck in an image format so you can share it easily with other people, and it's super cool, and I have the link in the video description. But he has this Obstagoon deck that is seemingly doing pretty well, and so I thought we'd give it a try. So the main focus of this deck is, of course, Galarian Obstagoon from Fusion Strike. 170 health, which is pretty good on a stage 2 Pokemon, and it has the Silence attack, which does 30 damage for 1 Dark Energy, but you choose one of your opponent's active Pokemon's attacks, and during the next turn, they can't use that attack. Now, pretty easy to get away from. If your opponent evolves that Pokemon, they switch it to the bench or something like that. But if they're stuck in the active for some reason, not a bad option. You also have the Merciless Strike attack for, again, just 1 Dark Energy. It does 60 damage. But if your opponent's active Pokemon has any damage counters on it, it does an additional 90 damage. So you're hitting for 1 Dark Energy, 150 damage if they have any damage on it. And we can either put damage with Silence, or we can use Quick Shooting Inteleon, which is what we want to do, to put 20 damage on our opponent's Pokemon. Now, why is this number 150 for the Merciless Strike so good? Well, take something like Mew Vmax, which is weak to Dark. If you put 20 damage counters, or you put 2 damage counters on Mew with the Quick Shooting, now Merciless Strike is going to do 150 damage, but oh wait, it's weak to Dark, so you're actually doing 300 damage plus the 20 from the Quick Shooting. Means you're able to one-shot Pokemon VMAXs that are weak to Dark with just a single Dark Energy. And talk about uptrades. I mean, a single prize Pokemon knocking out a 3 prize Pokemon, that is phenomenal. So in those matchups where you are able to hit for massive damage, you are going to be doing super well. It is worth noting, of course, that, well, there's a lot of snipe damage going around, so Dragapult, even though Dragapult is weak to Dark, can be a little bit of a struggle if you're not setting up your Obstagoons and your Inteleons quickly. Jolteon can be a little bit problematic, and Rapid Strike Urshifu is, of course, very annoying. So those are some decks to watch out for, but let's take a look at the rest of the deck. We are running the Galarian Linoone from from Fusion Strike, because it has 90 health, which means we can search it out with Level Ball. And of course, we are running Galarian Zigzagoon from Sword and Shield base because of the Headbutt Tantrum ability, where you can just put 1 damage counter on any Pokemon where you play it from our hand to the bench. So another way of activating Merciless Strike is by using Galarian Zigzagoon to ping a Pokemon, and then we can hit it with Merciless Strike. So to set up our Pokemon a little bit quicker, we do, of course, have our Evolution Incense, we have our Level Balls, we have Ordinary Rod to get Pokemon that we may have had to discard or have gotten knocked out, energies, whatever, back into the deck so we can continue to search them out. Quick Balls to get those Pokemon into play a little bit faster. Of course, we have our Rare Candies so that we can immediately evolve from Zigzagoon to Obstagoon, and we can honestly use this with Sobble to Inteleon if we need to. So we can use Rare Candy for either evolution set. Rescue Carrier is another way of just getting Pokemon that you've had to discard at the beginning of the game or got knocked out early in the game back into play pretty quickly. Scoop Up Net so we can continue to put damage counters on Pokemon with the Galarian Zigzagoon. And of course, we have a wide array of supporters. Boss, Marnie, Professor's Research, and even Raihan, not really anything out of the ordinary. The only difference in this deck is the inclusion of Shauna, which just lets us shuffle our hand into our deck and draw 5 cards. So we do have only 5 basic Dark Energies, but we have that Energy Search to help get them, and we can use Shady Dealings to find that Energy Search should we need it. We don't need a ton of energies, mostly because our attacks are only 1 energy cost, and we have things like Research of Marnie and Raihan, Energy Search to kind of dig through our deck and find the energies we need. So that's the deck, and let's see if I can not mess this up. Going into the first game, if this is your first time checking out the channel, thank you very much for giving it a try. I really do appreciate it. If you haven't already, and statistically you haven't, hit the subscribe button. It would be super helpful if you did. We have a super cool giveaway happening at 1,000 subscribers. So if you haven't subscribed yet, no better time than the present to do it. Also, hit the bell notification so you never miss another video and you never miss that what's it called, the giveaway announcement, because we will be doing one. We're gonna get rid of this Marnie. We are playing Shadow Rider, which, you know, weak to dark, but they snowball so quickly. And we'll put a damage counter on you, and we might as well Energy Search just to get the guaranteed energy. We did prize an energy, so that's something to keep in mind. And we'll just go ahead and attach rather, and pass. Now, unfortunately, I'm really hoping that they do. I mean, they probably can't KO this Sobble. So what we can do is Drizzile for the Rare Candy, get the Rare Candy going. Never mind, we're not doing that anymore. So that's pretty unfortunate. I mean, we could always. Oh. We do end up with the Obstagoon anyway. Now, if they have a switch out to get the Cresselia into the active, that would be really unfortunate. Of course, come on. What are the odds they get the Cresselia, the energy, and the switch off the Marnie? I mean, come on. That's crazy. If we could top deck a boss's orders, that would just be... I mean, that's insane. We'll get rid of this energy. We don't really need it at this point. See, this is the one thing I don't like, because now we're in a situation where it's like, I have nothing to kind of do. I guess I have to get another Zigzagoon, right? Or should I? Because I need to be able to set up a second attacker. We'll just put another 10 on you, so if they get the other if they get into the active, then, you know, I can knock it out, because I would have been 10 shy otherwise, right? Then Shadow Rider has 320 health. So basically, I don't have any draw. And this is like the one thing that I don't like about these single prize decks. Is like, this would have been a perfect time to Crobat, but I don't have it because it's a single prize deck, and putting a 2 prize Pokemon into play isn't really what you want to do. Now they're just going to sit here because they don't want to retreat and attack my Sobble, because they know they're going to get... They do know they're going to get KO'd, right? Like, did they not know that was going to happen? And we top decked the boss anyway, so it really didn't matter if they did that or not, which is super unfair. Yeah, they're just going to concede. Why would they do that? I don't understand, but we're moving on to the next game, and we'll see how we can do. If you want to help the channel grow, and you want to help us hit that 1,000 subscriber mark a little bit sooner, leaving a like and a comment are the best ways to tell YouTube this is a good video and other people should watch it. Sharing the link to the video is like the biggest thing you can do to help the channel grow, because YouTube loves that stuff. They goes bananas. Not the hand I kind of want, unless we can draw into like a Sobble or something. Playing Ice Rider. We'll see how this goes. I really need a Sobble. Get an Evolution Incense, not super helpful. I don't really have anything else to do, so we just kind of have to pass. I mean, they could just attach Vmax, Max Lance, and win, because I don't have any other basic Pokemon, so... actually, they just need to... Yeah, they just need to attach an energy, which, how are they not going to get with the Level Ball? They're going to get a Drizzile, Capacious Bucket, attack, and they win, so... This is one of the... I don't understand why they're using Crushing Hammers. They can literally win the game right now. just get a Capacious Bucket and you win. There was 0 point in using that Crushing Hammers. So, what? Why? Just win. Why aren't you winning? You had the Level Ball to get the Capacious Bucket to get your energy. You attached last turn. Now, see, there you go. But why did you bother doing all the other stuff? You could have just got... Okay, whatever. It's over. It's over. Let's go into another game, see how we do. Hopefully a little bit better than that last game. Sometimes with these single prize decks, that is something that happens where your opponent goes first and you don't have a lot of Pokemon on the bench. It's like, you're in a lot of trouble. So we lost the coin flip again. That is definitely not something you want to do with like a deck that is a single prize and relies on stage 2 Pokemon, because you want to be getting your evolution Pokemon out as quickly as possible. Now, you might be wondering, why did I put the Sobble into the active and not the Zigzagoon? Is because I want to be able to ping a Pokemon with Headbutt Tantrum so that I can try and get as much damage on them as possible. So some type of electric deck, they're playing hammers and capes, and I don't like it. I don't actually know. It's like a Vikavolt deck. It's the only thing I could think of that's going to use capes, right? Because Boltund's going to evolve. There's the Boltund to use the Electrify if they can't get it out of the active, though. So what we'll do is we'll ping. And we'll ping. And we'll drop. And we'll attach. And we will pass. Now we have a great hand, because what we could do is evolve the Sobble, right? Get like a Boss's Orders, bring up that Boltund, Rare Candy, and then use Scoop Up Net to bring it out of the active so we can get an Obstagoon in and evolve Sobble on the bench with that, with the Drizzile, bench the Sobble from our hand again and get something else. Like, I don't really know what else we needed, but we can do it. So they can't Dynamotor anymore. They're going to research, which is exactly what I want to see. A Marnie, I would have been devastated if my opponent hit a Marnie, but they are going to Electrify. So let's see what they choose to go with. They get the hammers, they miss, that's nice. So maybe I'll get another rare, maybe, okay. So what we'll do is we will evolve you. We'll Drizzile. Yes. We'll get an Evolution Incense, right? Because we have more Rare Candies. And we have more, okay, so we're good. Now we'll Scoop Up Net. We'll put you in our hand. Get you here. We'll drop. We'll drop. We'll get another. We'll get a Rare Candy. Rare Candy. Evolution Incense. We'll go ahead and get our Obstagoon. Let's Rare Candy. You. And now let's go ahead and research. That was a pretty solid hand right there. And we can... I think we can go ahead and quick ball away this Linoone. And we'll get another Zigzagoon. So this will do 150, 170, 180, okay. And then we can actually take it out with a quick shooting. We can get an Evolution Incense. We can level ball for a Drizzile, get an Evolution Incense, and start doing it like that. And then quick shooting that Boltund Now it'll be knocked out. We got 2 prizes, so we'll see what happens. We do need another Dark Energy to get this Obstagoon kind of fully online. They're going to Marnie us. I actually don't mind the Marnie because the odds of me finding a Drizzile or Level Ball Evolution Incense are pretty good. We get the Evolution Incense and the Dark Energy. Man, that Marnie actually helped. And we got the Linoone, so we can evolve that Zigzagoon. Yeah, we're looking pretty good. So we'll go here. Dark Energy. Linoone. Evolution Incense. The question is, do I want to go with the Drizzile and get like a Research? Like a Raihan? Raihan actually might be a good option here. Because then I can attach an energy to that Linoone and get a quick shooting Inteleon. That might not be bad. But I have the Dark Energy in my hand, so why don't we just go with the quick shooting Inteleon here. And we will take a KO. We'll get a couple prizes. We got a Research. And we got a Raihan actually. So now we can Raihan to the Linoone over here if we wanted. Let's Raihan. We'll get an energy here. And we'll get actually a Zigzagoon. And then we can ping. And now Merciless Strike here is going to do 150 damage. So yeah, they'll take the KO, but they're going to hammer my bench. They fail, which is beautiful. And they're going to start the Dynamotor there, Boltund on the bench there. I could have went Silence and stopped them from using Thunderous Bolt. That actually might not have been a bad idea. But they could just retreat for free and Bolt Storm, so I actually like the idea of using the Merciless Strike a little bit better. They're going to Pokemon Catcher. They're going to pull up that. Yeah. Yeah, they're going to do that. I mean, that's a good plan if you ask me. So we'll go ahead and we'll just Research. We don't want to put anything really back into the deck just yet. Let's go ahead and Drizzile. Yes. We'll get, we only have one more. I think we got to get the, well, we can't use the boss though, so that's kind of tough. So let's get the Evolution Incense. We'll Drizzile here. What could we use? I think the Scoop Up Net might not be a bad choice. But maybe we'll get the boss for next turn. And we'll Evo Incense to get the Obstagoon so we have an attacker for next turn. Let's go ahead and we can hit for 60 or we can hit for 30, and I'd say stop them from using Bolt Storm. Now they have to have a retreat option, which they could probably just discard the energies and come back in with. But if they don't want to come back in with Tapu Koko, now they can't use Bolt Storm. They can Electrify, but they'd have to have 2 switches. They are going to manually retreat, so it looks like they're going to attack with, unless they have another switch option. Then they could go back to Bolt Storm with Boltund there. Path to the Peak, I don't really care. I don't have any rule box, but I know they're just going to go. Alright. So I think we need to get... I need to get a Rare Candy and an Obstagoon. Unfortunately, I don't think I'll be able to do that with Marnie, with Raihan, right? Because I can either get the Rare Candy. Yeah, that's tough. I think I just Marnie this. Yeah, I think I have to try to find like a Rare Candy, something. Okay, we got the quick shooting. That's not bad. Quick shooting's not bad. We can level ball for another Sobble. And we can quick shooting here. And now we can just Merciless Strike. And really what we need is a Rare Candy and oh my goodness. Those prizes though are insane. Those prizes are insane. So now we just need to get our we just got to keep this Obstagoon in our hand. That's the challenge here, because we can always Drizzile, we can level ball Drizzile for a boss, right, to bring up this Boltund. So I really just don't want to see a Marnie. That would be so killer. Marnie would kill me. I'd be so upset, because I don't think we have another Evolution Incense to get this Obstagoon back in the hand. And they cape, interesting choice, because this only has 150 health left, so we're gonna Rare Candy, level ball Drizzile. We're gonna get our boss's order. I don't know why they didn't put the cape on this. A Merciless Strike to take the KO and the win. My goodness. There was our last Evolution Incense. Oh my goodness. What a crazy game. So there you have it. Single prize Obstagoon putting in some work. I actually had a lot of fun using this deck. The list felt pretty good. I would like to see just a little bit more energy, or a little bit more energy search, just because there are going to be times where your energy dry. But other than that, I mean, the deck functioned really, really well. You saw us take out the Shadow Rider. We took out a Boltund that I probably shouldn't have beaten somehow, but we did. And the only thing we really lost against was because we didn't have any search options for Pokemon. No level balls, no quick balls, no other Pokemon in our hand. So that was just an unfortunate draw and something that's bound to happen. But other than that, this deck felt really, really good and fun to use. So if you want a single prize deck, you want something that's going to be really budget friendly, you want something that's going to take people maybe a little bit by surprise, and honestly, it's been doing fairly well in tournaments and events. I think it won an event, and it's had pretty good success. So it's definitely something that is a viable option. I don't know if it's top 10, but it's definitely a good choice, especially if you want to play some of the newer cards and maybe don't have the ability to play Mew Vmax, because it's like 200 something packs on PTCGO to get Mew Vmax fully up and running, which is just insane. But that's going to do it for us today. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you, Jake, for the list. If you want to help support Jake, go visit the Pokegear app. Give it a try. Like I said, link in the video description. And if you want to help out me, well, then subscribe, like, comment, all that fun stuff. You know the deal. But that is going to do it for us today. Thank you so much, and I will see you next time.